$17,000. So that's going to bring them to getting a raise of $17,000 plus dollars a year already. Or if we do 7%, that's going to bring them up to 17,000 from 12,000. So I'm just saying that's on each one, that's on two different places. And I just know that when I look at numbers like that, what bothers me is that a road worker or anybody that we gave a couple of dollars an hour to would be a huge raise to them, or to come in a little higher. I don't know. I just know when we're already at 12,640 and then jump it to 17, that's an awful lot to me. That is a lot. And that's what it's going to do with that 7%. That's just my opinion.
Well, let's vote. There's a motion on the floor.
There is.
Commissioner Criswell, did you?
Well, it would be more attractive to me, the 7% deal, if we would exclude the commissioners. No disrespect, Malin,
I'd gladly go for that.
but it would be more attractive to me if we exclude the five of us up here at least.
And that's happened before, so.
But it
was unanimous.
I wouldn't matter if it did or not.
Yeah, what I'm saying is
Yeah.
that it's not so uncommon for that to happen with the Board of Commissioners. So, do you want me to amend my motion and then,
That's up to you.
well, or you want me to retract it and have Commissioner Criswell make the motion?
What does Paul think?
Paul, what are your thoughts?
I won't vote for a commission raise.
Okay.
Madam Chair, then I will amend my motion on resolution number 2024-43, amended to exclude the incoming commissioners from this salary proposal of 7%.
All commissioners or incoming commissioners?
Just all commissioners, just commissioners, right, Dennis?
Yes, yes.
Incoming.
Just whatever, just commissioners. I got a motion to give a 7% raise excluding commissioners.
I'll second the motion.
I got a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion? And I would like to ask you, Annette, one more time. Do we have this in the budget?
My understanding is that we have enough with the additional funds. We should be able to maintain this. We'll have to revisit this in 4 years or.
What do you mean revisit this? And
I
we
mean,
can't
not-
revisit.
We'll be able to maintain this. Now, how we're going to be able to do the staffing side, I don't know at this time. But we're going 77 for clerk and treasurer, right?
Something like that.
The
Yep.
7% raise.
Yep. So it's going to be a little over
7% on
77.
top.
Yep. And then you got your assessor and probate, county treasurer, plus then 93% of all of their others have to get bumped up. So I just want to know where we're at on.
The question is, I don't believe is this year. Question's always going to be, can we do it?
That's what I'm asking.
That's always a question I don't know at this point, knowing full well how all of this is going to work out with the taxes and some of the things that I am learning about as well with the depreciation with the other items of how the PILTs, I know a couple of the other, one of them's coming due that we're going to have to negotiate if, I don't know, San Juan's coming due after next year. So that'll be one that'll be lost, right? Okay. We do have some other items coming in the works, but you can't bank on those until they're actually in there. As far as taxes, I don't know what our community's doing. I know we've got to figure out something. It goes to what's our businesses, what are our residents, what are, again, so many items. But the county's always made it work. But we do need to pay our people.
Let's start fracking. That'll make some money.
I'm
You know,
just
I should've
very,
said
very concerned about how we're going to sustain this. I don't know how we're going to sustain this when I think we have great elected officials. I think Mandy does an outstanding job. I don't know how she handles some of the stuff she handles in there, but I think she does an outstanding job. But I still have a problem trying to figure out how we're going to sustain this when we cannot get full staff and when I know that we've had employees that have come to us, they just need more money. I've heard more road department people leave because they can make more money working on their own or driving a dadgum truck because we don't pay enough. And we cannot figure out how to fit that in the budget, but we're going to do this again. And it's not that I don't appreciate our elected officials, but I'm going to vote no. Commissioner Greider?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm worried about where we're going to get the money at too. Um, wish you could ask me first, but it is concerning. And just like the point was made that we can't pay our other employees, we can't even get our roads bladed in a timely fashion. Can't get the trees out of the right of ways, and there's a lot that plays into the, and that's, I know it is time consuming up here, and I know it's a thankless job being up here. And, but there's there's a lot of ifs right here, a lot of blue sky, what I call it, and if we pass this, if we was to pass this, is the morale going to go up or is it going to go down? Are people going to leave because they got left out? And that's some of the unknowns, and it's concerns to me, especially like our road department, this, and even the office workers here, but I do know that if there was a more attractive salary, the old saying is you get what you pay for, coming in on people getting elected, on wanting to run. And so, but there's a lot of concerns, but, I guess I'll either piss some people off or I'll make some happy. It's how you look at it, or how I look at it right here. I'm going to go ahead and vote, but we need to make it a priority after I do go ahead and vote, and we need to make it a priority to figure out how we could do a better job of retaining our people. Sheriff's office, road department, especially. Those are the two where they seem to come and go. I mean, it's kind of like they're just like dust. Every time the wind blows, they come in and out. And that's the biggest concern to me. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and vote yes.
Okay.
But like I said, we need to dig and make a priority to see what we can do to keep what we have. Because the turnover in the sheriff's office and the road department is just like we get them trained and they go somewhere else. And that's a big concern to me. And we've got to figure out a way that we could keep them people, because we're the ones that put the time in on them. We ought to be able to pay them to keep them. And but anyway.
All right. So we had 3-1. So the motion carries. And I want to thank everybody because that was not an easy decision. It was hard. And, you know, I don't want anybody mad or whatever. I am very concerned about the budget. I am super concerned about it. I don't know where it's going to come from, but I stand behind my commissioner's decision and I support them in it. So I just want y'all to know that. But I do want us to work on trying to see what we can do for the rest of the staff, because we used to be at 2 blades. We're down to 1 blade because we can't afford it. I mean, there's a lot of things that our taxpayers, which are the ones that fund the county, because this county does not fund itself. We are not self-sustaining. So I just want us to know that we need to do the things that help the public. One of them is to get more blades out there, pay our employees, take care of everybody. And so I just hope that we can. And I appreciate everybody for coming, because this is one that was not an easy decision. So anyway, with that, if there's nothing further.
I just want to say my last goodbye. Where's the camera at? Thank you
All
guys
right.
for allowing me to have this special meeting, or us.
Thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank
I have
you,
to
Mike.
sign, right, Mandy?